I don't play nice just to fit in the crowd. Don't wear a smile just to make them proud. I ain't here to kiss no ass or play pretend. I don't fake love, I don't need fake friends. I got boots that'll walk through hell and back, and a heart that's scarred but still intact. They don't like the way I speak my mind, but I ain't the kind to walk the line. Yeah, I'm real to myself, and that's the truth. Didn't sell my soul just to chase my youth. I don't deal in whispers or cowards games. If I got something to say, I'll say your name right to your face, not behind your back. I don't cut corners, I don't fade to black. I'd rather be outlawed than someone else, cause at least I'm real to myself. I've been loved by a few, burned by the rest, but I learned you don't fold when life's a test. Ain't no crown I'm chasing, no throne I need, just a beat up truck and a heart that bleeds. They call me reckless, call me hard, but this world don't hand out no reward for speaking truth or standing tall. They'd rather see you big than risk the fall. Yeah, I'm out of myself, and that's the truth. Didn't sell my soul just to chase my youth. I don't deal in whispers or cowards games. If I got something to say, I'll say your name right to your face, not behind your back. I don't cut corners, I don't fade to black. I'd rather be outlawed than someone else, cause at least I'm real to myself.
What's up, everybody?
Let them talk behind closed doors. Let them laugh at what they don't understand. But me, I sleep good at night because my hands are dirty, but they're clean. Yeah, I'm real to myself and I make no excuse. I ain't part of your pack, I cut myself loose. I don't kiss up, I don't stand down. I'll be the last man standing in a no-name town. I walk through fire and I don't ask for help, cause I'm real to myself. Let them hate me. As long as I ain't hating myself.
That's it. As long as I ain't hating myself. What's up? We got Roni Kiss Off. Let's see. Tiger. And that's all Cherokee. What's up, y'all? Well, I got the roof off. So that's done. Yeah, I love that song too. I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to do the little video stuff because I want to make me just one of the on the fly in the middle of the day kind of intros, and I want that song, but I want to put something to it. So I got let me go out this way. So here we go. I'll take you out over here. That way you can see. So now I got there. So I took it off of here and I used the scaffolding to set it over there on the scaffolding. So now I got it that far. Get on. I don't know why these damn dirt daubers. It's like, oh, since I'm sweating, I guess they think that I'm some kind of water source or some shit. Sanitation. So anyway, that's where we're at. What's up, Rip Curl? Okay, here I am chopping and freezing veggies. Hey, there you go. Ooh, man. It's a little warm. I got me some blocks cut. Yeah. Got me some blocks. I'm going to put it in that gutter. I'm going to put them little blocks in the middle of the gutter to help hold it, keep it from collapsing. And then I'm going to put it along that table. What's up, Canadian? Northern brother from another mother. What's up, buddy? Well, thank you, sir. Thumbs up. Thank you. I'll try. I'm slowly trying to get where I can bring something worth the shiznit. Roger that, Canadian. Don't work too hard, just hard enough, sir. Might be just about time for you to get off, huh? Or is it a late day? Yeah, they got watered. I got them all good and watered. They got full sun now. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that it starts to take off. Miss Teresa, what's up? I didn't see you this morning, ma'am. Where were you at? Mm-hmm. Dragging ass, I take it. Yep. That's okay. Leave it to the older bunch. We covered it all, though. Don't worry. Leave it to us old folks. We'll take care of business. We had a good little start of the morning. And you missed it. You missed it. I guess, wait a minute, is this where I'm supposed to get emo crushed or something? I'm butthurt now, damn it. That's it, Teresa. You butthurt me. You weren't here. Where were you? Don't you know? Woke up and went back to sleep 4 times. Damn. That sounds like you was in a fog. It was like, never mind. Never mind. Woo, man. It's a little warm outside. So what y'all up to? Who's doing what? So Tiger's chopping veggies. Kiss Off's probably just beating the shit out of Chuck. What's up, Billy? I just want y'all to know that I love cooking with celery and eating it, but chopping it sucks. Why? Does the stringy stuff get you? Or you just don't like to do that little dicey stuff? Woo, man. I tell you, this shit'll feel like it drains you. Getting ready to make the kids lunch shortly. Make a sandwich. Make them sandwiches. The fibrous matter is a pita. Ah, Chuck and I are dropping the boy off. Thank you very much. Well, just don't go shoving Chuck out the door at the same time. You don't get to act like you're doing a good deed when you shove Chuck out the door at the same time. Then it kind of negates the good deal, you know. Oof. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this thing. Me and the missus were talking, and I'm thinking about putting it over there, and because I'm going to take that little hog wire part that has that tarp on it, and I'm thinking of putting it coming straight off the end of that, running this way for the chickens. And then I might move that one little shade cloth that I got for them, and I put it on this side. Roast beef and spaghetti salad, sliced tomatoes. Oh, there you go. My chickens are enjoying every bit of the neighbor's garden that is sticking through the fence. The same neighbor that had the marigolds last year. Free snacks for all. Feel a good one coming on. Whew. Man, I'm just drained. I went in and got some water and stuff, and that's when I thought, well, I'll do this little break thing later. And then I came out and finished getting this off and getting it over here, getting some wood cut up. And then, man, all night. Finally, cloud cover. Yep. I know. I take the shade thing off, and now I got shade clouds. It's just too funny. Too funny, fun. Looks like it's going to storm here soon. Yeah, we got a little rain clouds, but then it clears up. So, Wingnut, what's up, man? Y'all need to quit talking about roast. I'm going to have to buy and cook one. Okay, well, do it. Do it. I dare you. I don't think you got it in you, Teresa. I think you're scared. Wild Dragon, bong on, sir, bong on. I just don't think you got it in you, Teresa. I think you're chicken. I think you're scared. And if you're scared, say you're scared. Oof. Man, oh man. Roll all night. I tell you what, a roast does sound good, but a good roast, some taters and some carrots. That shit sounds good. I could live on roast with carrots and potatoes or my mom's chicken and rice. Right? Yeah, my mom used to do this chicken and rice, and it was like chicken and rice with a cream of mushroom and stuff, and like in a casserole dish. My sister in law makes amazing beef and noodles also. Beef tips and rice is good. Oh, it's raining, Billy. Wingnut said it was raining there. Well, I saw something right as I was going live. Uh, I guess Ryan Hall released some storm thing, so I guess I probably will look at it to see if it's going to come over this far. Man, ooh, a tater tot casserole. Ooh, look at there. That's good shit there. Can't go wrong with a little tater tot casserole. Raining 2 minutes. Oh, you got a 2 minute shower? Just enough to make a steam. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to just try to get it moved over there, is all I know to do. Can't let it go to waste. Damn food porn. I don't feel like cooking, but now I want some of everything. I saw that kiss off. I saw something about that steel plant. Boom. Yes, I might look into it this evening, kind of see what the general theme is of what caused it. And you want to roast, Teresa, because you're making the kids sandwiches. So what you need to do now is put the roast on with some carrots and potatoes, or you do the tater casserole tonight for supper, and then you put the roast on tonight and have it tomorrow at lunch. See, where there's a will, there's a way. I guess we have people trapped. God dang it, you little shit buzzing me. Guess we have people trapped 3 hours away. You mean Pittsburgh is 3 hours away where the plant is, where they're trapped? I have to go buy the roast first. Okay, well, damn girl, it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. God dang it, you little shit. I'm getting flybys. Well, hey, summer, afternoon. There you go. Burger for tater tot casserole. Go get you a roast. You can always go get it this evening, put it on in the morning, and just have it tomorrow evening. But God dang it. I don't know what that thing is that buzzes me, but it seems buzzing me. I ain't no flower. Summer ocean waves. Oh, is that the rest of the name? See, all I see is summer and then it OCEA. That's cool. Almost three. No, it's almost two. I know. You like to think you're all ahead of the game and shit, but we won't go there. What's up, Garrett? Teresa, why are you not prepared with a roast in the freezer for when you want it? Oh, damn, Tiger come in with the slam dunk. Bam. Called out the prepping flaw right out the gate. Wayne, you already have the roast in the freezer. Damn it, son. Well, I almost put blooming idiot. Motivate the hard work. Rescue rewards are the end. Hey, final, what is it? Final countdown? Almost here. See, Central. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Minnesota. Up in Minnesota. Damn, who was that used to come by? He was from Minnesota. Don't you know? Man, I can't remember his name. He used to come by when I was doing the late night panels. Dang. Man, I don't know, but we have got UFOs doing flybys, and this shit's got to stop. I ain't the flower. Yeah, you betcha. Don't you know? I'm in Southeast Texas, so I'm just a redneck in the woods. Tired of that shit expensive. Don't buy it. See, but if you had bought it back when it was cheaper, you'd had it in the freezer and it wouldn't be so bad. See? Come on, girl. You got to up your game. You slacking. Deploys nest. Yeah, they took federal control over D.C. The sweet bees are crazy here, and the mosquitoes at night. Man, mosquitoes. I'll tell you what, dude. We've always had some hardcore mosquitoes, but I don't know. Bill Gates and his little robotic mosquitoes or some shit. Them little shits have some. I don't know. They've been equipped with hypodermic needles or some shit. Because man, them things seem to sting for a bit after they bite you. Well, thank you, Summer. I try to have one. Too much crap in the world going on, for the negative shit. So try to put some humor into some shit. So Trump deploys National Guard. Wingnut. I think it's good. Because I kind of dig the point. It's like, okay, that's our national capital. Now, personally, I think all states ought to do this for the state capitals, but I think that is our federal, and to have somebody just running amok, making it look like trash, making it look like San Francisco kind of shit. I think it's just, what? It's time to take it back, make it look good. That should be representation of our country. So I kind of get the push with it. Because it is. It's just, you got judges up there. If you don't federalize it, then these judges, these liberal shits, are just like letting them out on probation, no cash bail. So you rob somebody and you're basically out faster than it took to lock you up, for robbing somebody. What's up, Grumpy? By the way, sir, you missed it this morning, but I was asking about your muscle memory. You were going to explain muscle memory to me. And I know, did you need a link to do that? I'm scrolling up. I want to see you on stage. Sweet. I'd change the subject to right. Because she just dropped the ball. She didn't go get the roast when she had the chance. So basically, if this was a shift scenario, she would have failed because she doesn't have the roast in the freezer. So when we were doing your dream stuff on your show, you said to remind you to ask you about muscle memory. I can't work right now watching software load. Oh, okay. Hey, look out, man. Look out, man. Stick to the plants. They won't smack the shit out of it. I'm the wrong flower. I ain't the one. I'm not the flower you're looking for. Also, when they arrest Obama, troops will already be in place in case of civil unrest. This is true, Summer. And I got to say, man, I kind of I got a good vibe as far as I think something's finally going to happen. Now, to what degree, I don't know, but there sure is. I mean, just to put it in a blunt, roundabout way, there's a lot of shit talking going on if they ain't planning on doing nothing, is all I can say. So, for somebody that's in a position and is talking a line of shit, and if you're not really planning on implementing anything, I hope they're at least aware that here in about 3.5 years, they're going to be out of those power seats. And if you ain't done the job, they're going to come back, and they don't play by any rules. They'll be locking everybody up. I usually blame her. Flower power. There you go, Wild Dragon. It's a proper rant about muscle memory. I have a bunch of canned chicken now. I need to figure out what sounds good to use it up. Canned chicken, a bed of rice, a can of cream of mushroom, and bam, you got a cream of mushroom chicken casserole. What's up, Eric? Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. It's like Tulsi Gabbard ain't been having no problem whatsoever coming on out and just laying it out, putting it at the feet of the DOJ kind of, and now the lights on that, and so then waiting to see, man. I gotta say, it's gonna be pretty damn cool when something finally does kind of happen. With broccoli and cheese. Oh yeah, there you go, Billy. Just breadcrumbs from the circus, I guess. But man, all I know is every problem is addressed one step at a time. So it's always going to be, and just to know that we can actually start to do that, that's like never happened. So that's a good plus. So it might be a breadcrumb, but at least we're crumbing in the right direction instead of getting the reach arounds. Not a mushroom fan, but magic mushroom. Okay. Is it me or do people not make casseroles like they did back in the 70s? Or is it just I grew up poor? No, Grumpy, I don't, I've thought about that too, because nobody, you used to hear about just the good old casserole dishes. Not too many casseroles no more. I wonder if it's because of the quick oven time, and so you need the stuff that doesn't take as long to bake in the oven, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Things have been happening behind the scenes. Yeah, Summer. I'm with you on that. And there's little pecks. Everybody knows the big hot topics that the main media puts out as key subject, but there's also, it's like down here, there's been so many election fraud cases that have been going down and stuff, but see, nobody hears that in Texas. Like, all you're going to hear about right now is redistricting. Oh my God, the evil Republicans are trying to redraw that, and it's not even time. And it's like, no, we want to get rid of all your bogus numbers because of the illegal immigration. And you know what? We done caught all your asses down there in Harris County with all your election fraud. And people are going to jail for that shit down there. And so now we're fixing to redistrict. So there's changes, you know. Just remember, the billionaires in this country have 50 times more influence over the government than all the voting populace in this. Well, yes and no. It's only because the people aren't unison in their voices. If elected officials actually felt like the voice in their district was actually becoming unified, that they were talking about their voting record and holding them to that, it would change the dynamics a lot. Matter of fact, it'd be no different than somebody coming up with $1 million donation and asking for this favor, or a person coming with $10 million donation and asking this favor. Or when the constituents that actually have the vote ever collectively get together and go, look, man, I don't care what you do at your place. I don't care what music you listen to. I don't care, what beer you drink. Let's just focus on what this person's electing and voting for and not. Look at this. This is a yes and a yes and a yes. I don't want that. You want that? No. And as unison voice becomes, we don't want that, that'll change. I know it's so simple that people, it's hard to understand and really see the reality, but that is that that's the gist of it. And it's proven just by the simple fact of every area is not the same. That's why there's heavily controlled Democratic clusterfucks called San Francisco, Chicago, Minneapolis, you know, New York City, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, but it's not the norm because their reach only stays within that populated cattle yard called a city. God dang, man, this thing is just, it's treading on my nerves, man, treading on my last nerve. I have no idea what kind of bug it is, but it seems to be wanting to buzz me. I'm starting to feel a little violated. You know, I've come to terms with, ooh, you little shithead. I'm just, man. Don't let them distract you from the importance. Yeah. Well, see, me is law and order, man, because I get it. There's crooked shit because there's crooked people. Hell, you got a cashier that works at a dollar store that'll slide shit out of the back counter because somehow in their making they justify it, and it goes right on up the food chain. To next thing you know, you're swindling millions, but somehow in your mind you justify it. That's why. Oh, I see you now. You go on and help yourself. Here, you need to pollinate my flowers, dude. I need tomatoes. The where I'm at's kind of like a bubble because my county, like I've said it numerous times, 50,000 people. One, a tax assessor. The county judge has to stop at the same grocery store as everybody else. So there's a level of accountability different than these larger areas. But then that's why they want to flood the areas with illegals because then everything gets dumbed down and polluted. It's no different than when people talk about the economy and them printing money and it just deflates it. It's the same shit when they import people in and they diffuse that voting area of that district because now it's just all a shambles. And then you get people like Jasmine Crockett in there bumping her gums out of some make believe district that somehow the Democrats made up just to make that seat. Well, my house horse likes celery. Right, go to the tomatoes, Billy. I mean, they're looking pretty good. I got some decent little flowers, and I'm hoping now maybe with the sun they'll really kind of start to fire up. And I guess tomorrow I might come out and water them with some of that big bloom stuff. I'll just mix it up in a pitcher and I'll pour some in each. Of course, I'll probably go through that shit fairly quick, doing all 8 buckets. They will never be held accountable. The Trump DOJ might get some more sacrificial lamb. The real culprits will remain free. Well, see, I get that. But then this latest talk with having no problem calling Hillary out for all her shit, and they're even going back, bringing some of the other stuff now back up front, going, yeah, this needs accountability. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, it's the half full, half empty concept. You can figure, it's like always, nothing's going to happen. Or you can figure, well, I don't know. There are some different players. And I will say, you got people like Trump that was attacked, Gabbard that was attacked, all those other ones that were attacked. And so now here's your one chance. And if you don't fix some shit and put some shit in place, they're going to come after you 10 times harder than it ever was. And I would like to think that these people are educated enough to know that. you know. Oh, she is a very highly educated person. Hell, she went to fucking some elite private high school and elite college and or pre-do whatever you call that shit, pre-college crap. Yeah, that's what's so ironic when she gets up there and wants to do all that hood talk and shit. And see, you'd think people, but I've seen it. I get it. People only see what they want to, man. It's like her. She does that right in front of everybody's face and how they don't see it, and you go, well, no, but then it happens on a little scale. There's people here that say one thing and do another, and nobody is like, oh, whoa, they don't even notice it. So I see how she sells that shit to those people, because those consider they just I don't actually I don't even think constituents. This is where I think the no vote, it don't matter, all that shit kicks in. That's why I think that part's part of the psyop, if you want my honest opinion, because it's just like that. How do those people get away with that? How come people in Nancy Pelosi's district never focused that their representative was one of the most corrupt up in the administration? Because nobody even talks about the power of a district and the elected official. They've got everybody thinking it don't really matter. Look over here, look over there. Don't look right in front of you. Look over there. And I think it's all intentional. Not by the people that say that stuff now. It's just that they've been fed the stuff, and it sounds good because it fits with despair and tension and stress and anxiety. So it's easy to grasp that. You kind of got to have faith, and you have to have a desire to want to see the better in a world full of crap, because it's things have been bad so long that it's easy just to get into the slump of, oh well. So it takes a viable conscious effort. Me, I love my country. I think the country is awesome, and you know what? I'm not going to be able to control it no matter which way that goes. So why don't I just look at that as a half full scenario and just keep growing my flipping tomatoes and doing my shit and making sure my chickens are happy? That's, I will say, I do find it kind of our something must be going to happen, because it's either that or you're extremely stupid to get out and talk a line of shit and then leave them people that is their game, and you're going to leave it open to them to come at your ass here in about 3.5 years. Probably not a good idea. The glass is always full. It's a matter of figuring out how much of what is in it. And there you go. She wants to talk hood because she plays the race card. Exactly, Tiger. And how it sells, I don't, you can see the gullibleness of people, because she's done interviews where she talked just plain. And then she goes up there and does that. So you can see the obvious shift, but it don't matter. I know that if voting actually benefited we the people, the government would make it illegal. I guess, dude. I don't know. Like I say, my taxes are $77. I know my county judge. I know my precinct, commissioner. We got two grocery stores, and one Walmart, and one Lowe's. So you just run in with people. So, what's up, Blimey? New sub tuned in from England. Well, welcome from across the pond. Pilgrim, what's up, buddy? Rayanne, afternoon. Schnooks, afternoon. And plus, the proof is in the pudding, too. I will say that, Wingnut, because that township up north at the beginning of a lot of this shit, when they saw all the financial crap and all the shifting and all the crap going down, they went in there and fired their whole town council and redid it. So there was that. I don't know. Like I say, down here, we didn't have the COVID shit. We didn't have none of that rioting shit. We have some crime. It ain't like most of our crime is the meth, because it's the woods. So apparently the voting and the running of an area, the way it's ran, makes a big difference. I've had some bad experiences with the city cops in town before. So yes, that does happen. People are assholes, believe it or not. But the voting matters. Otherwise, why in every place like San Francisco? That's what they want. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, this channel turned up on my feed, and you're welcome, dude. 100%. Roger that. Hey, I appreciate you very much, Limey. It's cool to reach out across the pond. There's a cover by CQ comes in. He's from across the pond. Got some Australians and some South Africans, and it's good to know we can reach out. Grumpy says, I heard the magic word, so here's a fact. The sun rises in the east and taxation is still theft. If you're not getting your representation, you're getting jacked. That's all I can say. I mean, you'd have thought that the whole Tea Party throwing it in the thing was, I mean, the whole that's the statement. Taxation without representation is bullshit. So I don't understand why anybody's not wanted any representation. When I hear some of the shit that's going down in some of these areas in these states with these high ass tax things and shit, oh, dude, it trips me out. It's like, so did nobody pay attention? Oh, shut up. What we got, and we had somebody come in, Larry Howard. Afternoon, Larry. Could be, Larry. They're going to fire the cities just like before. Which cable? Guess off which cable? Larry, the cable guy. So if we, the people, voted for no more taxation, do you think that would actually happen? Well, actually, you know what? I guess I'll let you know here in a few months. Wingnut, because believe it or not, that's on the Texas floor. It's property tax. So I guess we're fixing to find out. I know there's a lot of support behind it. That's the beauty of the internet. People reach out and say hi, etc. Going live on a work break gets respect for many. Roger that, Limey. Appreciate you. Grifton Dumper Squirrel. That's a mouthful. I think one of the better ones out there. Oh, is that the whole name? See, I can't see the whole name. All I see is Limey the Non. So is it Limey the Non Grifting Dumpster Squirrel? Get out of here. Is that really it, Limey? That's awesome, brother. Roger that, man. What's up, Josh? Dude, that's just too cool, man. Larry's trying to say me it ain't working. Oh, Limey says, yes, shout out to the mod team. Thanks. Roger that. Pilgrim says, I think they tax us just to hold us back. The Fed can print all the money they want. They don't need ours. Well, see, it's making, I mean, okay, and I don't even know it just because I know in my head what it is. It's just, you sit here and okay, tax, I know around here, the taxes around here pay for the services that we got, but we don't have a lot of let's just feed the world kind of services. So then we don't try to feed all the other counties in the state or all the other states in the union. So most of our stuff is like the roads, the bridges. We have had so many of the floods here lately and damage. So much goes back in, but still my tax is $77 a year. And, in Texas, they're talking about doing away with the property tax because they're starting to see that that's a thing for people. That matters, and it does, because it gets the biggest word twist on, oh, you don't really own anything. Well, I guess that's like saying you don't really own your car because, well, the tires will go flat and you're going to have to buy some more tires to see you didn't really own them because it went flat. Oh, the engine locked up. You're going to have to buy another one. You didn't really own it, so you have to buy another one. So I guess it's a word game because, like, I laugh and just say, all I can say is for 77, but tell me where else in the world you can pay $77 to somebody and they will come cut any tree that falls down on the road. They will come down and dig out the ditches down the sides of the roads. Then they will bring a grader down and smooth the roads. So, I mean, where else so everybody that thinks taxes are just frivolous. So you can pay for that. I mean, hook me up with a vendor. I'll turn it on. Hell, we'll start saving all kinds of money. I just don't see how it can be done. What's up, Bushido? Hey, are you in the process of moving, or have you already moved? Or Or are you still down in the swamplands for the moment? You gonna trade out your gators for razorback hogs? I didn't call you. Well, you got a couple here, grass hanging from your lip. What you been doing? You cray cray.
He didn't say much after that.
Getting ready to do it? Ah.
Just gave me a slow nod and wandered off. Like maybe the squirrels got just a little bit.
See, I guess it depends on the viewpoint, Wingnut. Because like I said right here, 70. Okay, so here's my only restriction. So my only restriction is right now I can bulldoze. You could show up here with a bulldozer, and we can bulldoze the whole damn thing flat. I can build a 5-story condo right here, and you know what? I won't have to say a word to nobody, ask nobody for nothing, don't have to get permission or nothing, as long as I don't disturb the septic tank. And the only reason the septic tank has limitations on it is because I'm close to a river. So then it's going to be done so you don't pollute the river system. And so as long as I don't disturb that original tank because it's grandfathered in now, that's how plain our stuff is. That's why I think it's bad when people think that all of this is the same everywhere, because then that keeps people from participating. I'm not saying my area won't churn as corrupted as down in Houston and Harris County. It very well could. What's up, Rabbit? Camo Carl. Anybody else that came in? Good afternoon. I'm just saying that it depends on the participation. And I guess this is a good example of that because we only have the 2 grocery stores and a Walmart. So you can't be the tax assessor down here and get all stupid and want to raise people's taxes for no reason without any justification. Because you're going to go to the store and get your damn groceries. You're going to go to the same prescription counter to get your meds and shit. So you can't dodge people like you can in a city. And so that's why the view. But if that city ever gets their thoughts collective to where there's just some kind of general forum board just to show what they're voting on, so people, regardless of whether they like people or don't like people, will at least go focus on that. Then that unified voice, it can be like that town up north that went in there and fired the whole town council. That wasn't just a couple of people. That was that township got together talking and went, okay, we got to. And then in mass, in the majority, went up there and said, you're fired, and fired them all. Well, that's a classic example of it working. It's just that there are areas that have been so twisted. Like, you're not going to go down there and just fix Harris County. Hey, I don't think you'd fix Harris County in 2 terms. Bug out, you want to come up? Or are you working or what? And I missed the answer whenever I asked him if he had moved yet. Sorry if I missed anybody else coming in. Couple more days at work, then I got to get serious about tossing down. Okay, got you. There we go. Roger that. You at work now, Bug out, or do you want to hop up? I'll drop the link if you want. We were thinking about starting a new YouTube channel once I get over there. Oh, there you go. Rainwater. That's who I saw come in. What's up, Rainwater? Afternoon. Oh, that'll be cool. Bushido. Have you, just ignore me if it's not what you want to answer, which I mean, you would anyway, but I mean, I ain't don't think nothing about it. But so you got work lined up? Hey, Miss Cheryl, Miss Bonnie. Yeah, and let us know about the new channel. But so you got work lined up, or are you just gonna be focusing on your own deal when you get up there. You're going to kind of do your new channel around that. I mean, yes, definitely done correctly. Oh, what I miss? We're all good parents. Oh yeah, parenting. Man, I tell you what, Limey, that's the one. We need parenting back. We need parents. People having children need to understand that's 24/7, 365. Bashir says, well, work well, not really, but I want to round up a few old ladies and corals to do some sewing for me so I can produce more volume. Oh, okay. So you gonna do a new YouTube channel kind of like around the business? Hit me up with the link and I'll help you pump it out. We'll try to get you traffic. We'll get you subs. Carl, what you doing? How long have I been on here? I don't need to sit on my ass too damn long. All right. It's okay. I lost service coming home, so I'm over it. Well, it really wouldn't matter if you was over it or not, would it? Kiss off. So now, Tactical Muffin Top. What's up, Maine? Afternoon. So me backwards and Milkmare thinking about doing a montage channel to try to raise a little scratch to help pay for project. I think the channel will be all over the place, really. Oh, there you go. Be right back. I gotta unload groceries. There you go. Get the grub inside. It can. I mean, that's hell. Look at unsubscribe podcast. I think that it would. I think it's going to depend on on if you keep, and I don't mean it like in some liberal way, but content neutral. That way, people don't feel like they have to just pick a choice. That'd be more as far as on the monetize, because that's looking at it on a more professional side than just a personal side. But I think if you were to do content and with the stuff you know how to do, you could get a traction. Oh, Eli over there at Unsubscribe Podcast, get with them and Nick and stuff, and hell, you might can even get some kind of backup and help from that direction. Yeah, that's it, Bushido. Just have to come up and toss this up, everyone lurking and working. Well, I'm on break, man. I done got the shade canopy off. So now the tomatoes are out here and getting full sun. That was my project. Fixing to get the flat top out this evening. Ooh. The chicken in the line video, I'm sure, went viral. It's the trance of the chicken. I reckon the shuck stands there and waiting for the grain like a plowing field. And always making Rabbit said, thinking some fried taters and ribeye with the mixins and fixins. Ooh, there you go. Do some of them taters on that Blackstone, and you get them up on there and get them seasoned up and everything, and you kind of get them on there a few minutes, and then take you a bottle of water, take your knife, poke a hole in the end, and then get you one of them foil deals and spray some water on them, and then put that foil thing over top. Make like a steam oven. Man, makes them taters so good. Let that sit in there for a while, and before you take them off, you take and sprinkle your cheese all over the top. Put the aluminum thing back on top. Are you gonna dice up the ribeye? Are you gonna cook the ribeye first, or you You're gonna let it cook with the taters. Yeah, but I see it. That actually sounds pretty good. I might dissect some potatoes to see to myself. That sounds pretty tasty. I like them red taters. The red taters on that Blackstone, man. Got some herb, garlic butter, and stuff. There you go. Sear it and then dice. That's what I was going to kind of ask. That's what I was kind of wondering how you was doing that. Like, oh, KP Heathen in the house. How's the weather over there in Louisiana, sir? Kim Carl. Carls are HTF. Wow, some really good garlic butter. That's good shit, man. That does good on that Blackstone. I love that Blackstone. Hey, might sound ugly, but she knew what I meant when I said it. I said, damn, man, we've been together for 30 something years. And I finally got the present that I totally love. I've always liked the other presents, but it's always been, the clothes thing or some little thing. This one here was like, and I said, you finally got me a present that I love and you love. And she started laughing. She's like, yeah. What's up, Kush? Where's he at? Where'd he go? There he is. What's up, Kush? Blessings, brother. Eric coming in. Brain on overload. Hey, though, that's a good sign because that means you still got one. Most of the time, people get brain overload. Funny, funny. Sorry. Why did I read you only wear garlic butter? What? Wait a minute. Tiger. Hello now. Hold on just a minute now. Do y'all need a separate channel? What's going on here? What does this mean? Only wearing garlic butter? Who the hell? What? You're only wearing garlic butter. Okay, that's I see. No, no, no. Okay, Carl. One sec. Let me see. Now, by the way, Carl, you're not wearing garlic butter or nothing, right? Like we're not doing a fashion show with food. Okay, okay. Just want to make sure. Yes, it's pretty hot, Kush. Rescue. I did or did not do it. Okay, not sure yet. Wait a minute. You're not sure yet. So you don't know if you're wearing garlic herb butter or not? Okay, I think this is probably one of these moments when I just kind of slowly back away. Okay. So it'll be like this for 2 or more days. Oh, hell, it's been like this all month. It's just Texas. What's up, Carl? Move along. Hey, ma'am, I'm not the one that even brought it up. So,
What's going on?
what's up, sir?
Doing the same thing you're doing. Taking a break.
Man, it was hot. I got that thing off and over here on the scaffolding, so that was good. And then I got my blocks cut for the little gutter piece I'm going to put there. And then I'm just like, yeah, it's break 30.
It's been like 100. It feels like it's been 100 degrees for 3 days. All right. And just now, the sky went gray and it rained for 3 minutes. Little bit cooler, but man, I'm over this stuff. I'm ready for some snow.
The celery chopping has damaged my brain. Well, alrighty, Tiger. I'm not. I don't understand how, but hey, I'm not a chef. I always thought that shit looked like it was fairly simple. They curl their little fingers and they go down the stalk of celery. So, but if it's
Well,
one of
it's
those
anybody.
mind-boggling things, Tim G Monana, what's up? Been a
What's up,
minute.
Dana?
And what is it? Bunny said
Yep.
rescue. Did you know it's hotter in Washington State than here? Well, yeah, but the humidity. They ain't got our humidity, I don't think. Could be wrong, but I don't think.
The
Carl is only
humidity's
wearing a
just
bandana.
wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just it's too hot for anything else.
Heat wave in UK at moment. It's going to hit 32 degrees Celsius next few days. And talking recipes always a good topic. I don't know what 32 degrees Celsius. I live in the country that went to the moon, and so we use Fahrenheit. I'm just picking, but it's true. But I'm just picking. What's up, PJ?
What's going on, pajamas? Anybody else I messed up in here?
20 celery bunches. Good night, Tiger.
So
That was
if you
sincere.
ask me, rescue, I always like your input, but I think shit's gonna get good, man. I'm seeing some plays being made. This DC thing, it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm kind of excited.
Well, it's setting the tone. You know, you got to
Mm-hmm.
change the dynamic of where we were at. So that'd be
Mm-hmm.
92 degrees. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a little warm there. Now, by the way,
Yeah,
Limey,
this
is that like hotter than normal, or do you guys like that's kind of normal around this time of year? But no, I'm with you, Carl, because that's just like I say, and I don't know, just hey, man, dude, I'm a dumb redneck in the woods in Texas. What can I say? I look. Here's a dude who before politics, before Celebrity Apprentice and all that shit, before the movies he's been in, he was still a successful, popular land developer. And that's what he was. And it just progressed all the way through. He's got a legacy in his name in Trump. That is a legacy. He's got his kids it shows he loves them dearly. His grandkids he's providing for. And all of a sudden this dude isn't he's not a politician, he's a business guy with a name for a legacy. And so why would he shit on the country that where his legacy is? That's kind of like going, no, I'll take care of my home. And you go in there and you punch holes in the wall and you tear up the ceiling and the roof, and you don't do that. You take care of, improve the home you're in. Well, matter of fact, somebody asked him, I saw a thing when I was in eating lunch before I came out. He did a press conference about the whole DC thing and stuff. And he made a comment about, well, no, I want, and then he started chuckling and laughing. He goes, no, it's not. I want, I didn't want the 747. The Air Force did. It's not for me. It's for the country. I think of the kind. You know what? People can go, oh man, bullshit, and it's like whatever. I get it because man, 90% of the media that's been put out is to be been put out so that people will hate him. So I get it. It's trickled across all things. It ain't just a Democrat thing. It ain't just it's across the board. I just figure this dude ain't fixing to. He's going to try to save this country so that his kids will still be successful in the business and his grandkids will still be successful. So whether we get there, I don't know. But
You know, I heard
see, I don't
30
think the
years
Epstein
ago.
files were buried, Bushido. It's the
Yeah.
legal world, and unfortunately, everybody lives in the social media world, and the legal world does not run at the same pace that a social media and the internet world does. So you don't just go in there and because the crown prince of wherever is on this, you don't just run out to the damn thing going, yeah, see. That's what a YouTube channel person would do. Legally, though, that's collecting documents, backing up, verifying this evidence so that when you go into this courtroom, you can verify and prove this. Otherwise, it's pointless. And it's like, I thought about that when old Trump said the hoax thing. And I think I kind of get it in a way. I could be totally wrong, but what I thought of was, dude, that happened before he was even in the first time. Mueller was over the FBI when that shit took off. This is the same Mueller who made up the shit against Trump when he did finally come in. So you kind of got to wonder just how much is even actually there that's incriminating.
Hey, and who was the director of the FBI during nine
Mueller.
11 in New York?
Oh, I don't know. Was that Mueller too?
I think so.
I just,
Yeah, you know what? This is the
he's got a
thing.
crooked history.
What you just started off, you just said a whole lot. So I don't know even where to start to react to this. But, first off, I'll agree. I'm just, the Webster Dictionary used to call Michigan farmers hillbillies. So I'm just an old hillbilly. I don't know nothing. I'm uneducated. I don't know shit. But I do remember like 30 years ago, the so-called experts saying that we can't have a politician to fix this. We need a businessman to come in and fix this country. And guess what? We got that now. I think that's kind of weird because I heard it many times from many of the so-called experts. We needed a businessman, not a, politician.
That's it. Don't need a born bred politician. Need somebody that actually knows how to do business, that knows how to go in there and go, I'm sorry, wait a minute. What stupid, retarded shit is this? So we pay them tariffs to sell our shit over there, but we don't charge them any tariffs to sell their shit over here to us? Well, that's crazy. We need to even this up. Oh my God, look, here's some money that's coming into our thing. Hey, you know what? How about we start to consider maybe some tax changes? What? I thought you were supposed to raise taxes. I thought you're the evil orange man bad.
I know somebody wouldn't believe me, Coyote, but 100 years ago, the Webster's Dictionary did say that. The definition of a hillbilly was a Michigan farmer, whether you believe it or not. I saw that with my own eyes, man. This ain't an internet thing.
I actually thought that, I know growing up, when you heard hillbilly, it was usually somebody out of the Appalachians, or Ozarks
I
is the way it
always
was
thought
always
about the
referred.
Clampets. I always thought about the Clampets, and I love that show.
Well, those weren't they? Were they Ozarks, or
I
was it the
think they
Appalachians?
were. I know. I think it was.
I think they were
Gosh,
Ozarks.
I read the. Yeah, I think you're right. I did read something on that a long time ago.
That's just like they say that someone who isn't a politician can't run the country. Did they forget about Reagan? He was an actor, right,
Well,
Tiger?
I saw this thing just before I came up here. It was a post, I believe it was on Gateway Pun, and it was like Hillary Clinton, protests Trump what he's doing in DC or whatever. And I'm thinking, and I think the same thing I've thought for 9 years. Okay, she don't like it. Okay, I like it. All right, I don't even, the minute I see certain people protesting or complaining about something that he's doing, I know he's doing the right thing. It's kind of obvious,
Dude, to be honest, Washington should be run by them up there, the feds. That's their little town. Run your shit. It shouldn't have an elected mayor. They shouldn't have a seat in the Congress or the Senate. So that's you. You are the how. You know what? You're the barracks for the federal government. That's what that town pretty much is. That's the barracks. That's where your PX is, and that's where all your barracks are. And so you know what? Your federal land, you need to just be under the feds, and you don't need no House seat. You don't need a Senate seat. You don't need to. You should not affect the rest of the country. It's like people forget about them ones that got locked up in them shithole cells and that were stayed there without undue process. Anytime somebody wants to say anything, it's like before you get on too big of a high horse, let's look at where the rule of law went. They talk all that shit on their side, but I'm sorry, dude. You lock people up without due process. You literally created prisoners, political prisoners. You went and hunted them down while you let the rapists, child molesters, robbers, burglars, carjackers, dope dealers, all that shit run amok on them streets. You sick the dogs on people that were there, and you proceeded to track them all the way.
Well,
Hope
you
that
know,
shit
and
gets remembered.
they altered a lot of the rules and laws, all right, to suit themselves. And now I imagine that this administration could use those against them. And I'm all for that. You know, if they did that shit to us, I'm going to say us because anything conservative, right winged, logical thinking has been attacked here for years. So, I mean, if they did it against us, I got no pity for justice coming to them. You know, let it be. Let it be.
Cherokee says that they were Appalachian.
I know Cherokee's going to correct you no matter what. He's like kind of like policing the internet or something these days. You know, I said that the old Webster's dictionary said that. I don't mean that that's the current, definition of the term, but it's just like the term redneck. Everybody acts like that's a derogatory term. I mean, for me, man, it's a fucking badge of honor if somebody's a fucking red. That means they can take care of their fucking selves. You know, to me, it's like they got that shit ass backwards.
Bushido said, I thought hillbilly meant shepherds that specialized in rare Serengeti mountain goats.
Uh,
Yeah, but it
Bushido,
says
why
in
ain't you
season
coming up
one they
here,
moved
man?
from the Ozark Mountains. Oh, okay. So that it
What
does
was
say
his
apparently in
excuse?
season one they say that they're moving from the Ozarks.
I like the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. You know why? Because if you want to go to heaven, you got to raise a little hell. All right.
Wait, rednecks are from an area that ain't got no trees and mountains? Okay, Rabbit. I think you still under gummy effect or something, because in case you ain't noticed, you Riri, I'm a redneck, and I don't know if you recognize these big green things that stand up real tall in the sky, but those are called trees, believe it or not. Not to mention the area I'm in is actually the main the main work around here is logging. We are one of the yellow pine capitals.
Well, some of the most innovative and clever repair jobs I've ever seen came from a farmer. All right. And the way I see that is like they didn't have a fucking hardware store or whatever, or they had a field full of parts and broken shit, so they could make something work from another part. If that part didn't fit, they'd make it fit. It was like American ingenuity at its best. I've seen absolute proof of it. So I really don't take any of those terms into account much. You know what I mean? It's not a derogatory term. You can call me anything like that. I don't care. I'd rather be that than a city folk.
Oh hell, you can call me anything. I don't give a shit. Just don't call me late for supper.
You're kidding me, Bonnie. Yeah, that's real. Jedediah, is that what it's short
Did
for?
he take off to Beverly Hills? Was his last name Clampett?
I think she's pulling my leg. Come listen to a story about a man named
I
Jed.
have to chase
Horse
the
on a
sunshine around here under all my trees. Well, actually, believe it or not, back in the day, Rabbit, around here, it was kind of that way. And you know what? After a couple of pine trees went plumb stupid, not far, I realized that these pine trees that were right here around by this house, they just needed to kind of go away. So I made them go away. So now I just have the hardwoods.
I did that up north on a
Rednecks with
piece of
poor white
property.
farmers with sunburned necks, which the rich people look down on. Sunburned yuck. Oh, yeah. Signs of work. Breaking. The
I did
Supreme Court
that
is
north of
considering
here.
overturning. Oh, yeah. Overturning the same sex marriage.
We had a 40-acre parcel north of here. I stayed at for 25 years, way up north in Michigan Rescue. And when we got it, it was already a 50-year-old, neglected tree farm. And the whole area was used to grow pine trees and all the stuff, and for different kinds of fruit trees for nurseries and stuff. So this property they just planted stuff, They harvested what they could and left it be. So about a dozen different species of trees grew up in that by the time for 50 years. So when I got there, I just cut all the jack pine and the white pines out and let those hardwoods go. And you would not believe the growth just from a couple years after clearing out around a deciduous tree, get rid of all that coniferous fucking, greedy plants, that are all around them, clear out around them, and those trees will just grow like crazy. Their fruits will start budding out. It gets better and
Oh
better
yeah.
every year. It's great.
Well, they don't have to compete for all the water around them. Bushido
Yeah,
says
that too.
rednecks were the king's dandies that wrapped red silk scarves around their necks while they painted each other's toenails. Well, that just doesn't even make any
Dang.
sense. You're slacking, Bushido. You've been out the game too long. You're all dusty and crusty, man, because that was weak. That
What
was
was his
really weak.
excuse for not coming up?
I think he's working.
Wait a
I
minute.
think he was at
Working for
work.
himself or working?
No, worky
Working
work.
or working for
Yeah,
him?
work. He
Oh,
still said he said he still has a few days left of work, and then he's got to get started with his packing stuff. Oh, look,
I tried
Grumpy
the
said he's
little
going
old
way back in
lady.
history.
Bushido, just to give you my aspect on this, I saw your comment, and I tried the little old lady thing where I had a few ladies sewing for me. And over time, I quickly realized that I had to do way too much over. All right. There, if you get somebody to sew for you like that, make sure they're accomplished, man, because those little old ladies, I ended up paying them to fuck shit up. That's what I ended up. I had to fire all of them, man, because they were just messing shit up. I had to redo so much stuff. It was not even worth that.
What was it? Somebody said something. I was. Why do we label people? Oh, Bonnie, that's ever since Cain and Abel. That's I mean that's when all of it
I
got
think that's
introduced.
tribal. Probably became it began with a tribal type thing, where he's one of them, he's not
Well,
one
the
of
minute
us.
you have two different tribes, then you have labels because you have a them and us. So the
Yep.
minute you had a division with Cain and Abel, that's as soon as he walked off, there you go. You had us and them. So there was the label. I mean, personally, they're so frequently used now because I think it has to do with self accountability. I think if we went back to actually correct talk and using the proper words and stuff, and actually talking about the problems, but then that would cause self accountability because it would be hard to sit there and talk factually of something that somebody's doing if you're doing the same thing kind of deal. So you have to start applying a label to a broad thing, you know, because then it can justify you not having to be any because people don't want accountability. The minute you inject
Well, here's the thing.
accountability,
Yeah,
then there's a self
I know.
accountability. You look in the mirror, and then it's. I mean, if anybody has any moral compass for Bushido's benefit, but it's like if you want to call somebody out for lying, then it might be a good thing if you don't lie, and that's that self accountability, and we need more of that. We need integrity.
You know, if somebody was to
Tiger says I
label
used to
me,
be covered, even though
I hope they got
somebody
space for all the different terms because you can't just call me one thing. I'm like a certain percentage of a lot of different fucking things, So I don't even know what to call myself other than
Pilgrim
a
said,
pissed
"What's the
off
difference
American.
between a label and a description?" I think a description would then describe the characteristics or maybe behavior or whatever you are, maybe on something or an object, where a label is just a broad stroke for it. I mean, and it's funny because I remember when the kids were little, man, it used to drive me nuts because they would throw these damn little fits It's like, well, no, we're not going to go to the movies tonight. What? We never go. And it'd be like, we just went last weekend. What do you mean we never go? We never go. And it's like, stop saying never. We have plenty. Or it'd be the always. And I'm like, but you don't always. Well, always. No, stop using. I had no idea, though, just how crazy the rest of society was going to be with it. But just this general term,
Snooks.
that's kind of what my thing is with with the cops thing. Instead of saying Bob is a bad officer and breaks this policy, this policy, this policy, this policy. Instead, we say, oh, cops are bastards. And it's a label. Or it's the ex con. Oh, wow. You mean I broke a law? Well, yeah. But then that's the label. You don't know me. Do you want to describe me? Different scenario. But to label, you can just label somebody. You can be a good
I
label,
try
bad
not
label.
to. Yeah, well, if I do say something about somebody, I try to think of something good. You know, I don't. I generally try. Well, and it snooks. It depends on what's for dinner. All right. If you're gonna just cook chicken or something like that, I might be late. Yeah, venison burger or something going on, I'll be there.
Oh, bug out. Bug out's hustling for, he's needing some seamstresses.
Well, I'm not a seamstress. I'm a seamster.
Well, he's probably open, however do you want to identify whatever day of the week it is.
What I want to identify. No, I don't know if it'd be even worth it, but the only way I could do something like that is like by mail, piecework by mail or something. And shit, the cost of shipping these days, nothing's cheap.
Well, you can move down there and they'll build you a little 8 by 10 shack in the back. You can just live in there and just, you know.
Yeah, no, see, that's the thing is I got to be somewhere to make money. If I can't get ahead of this game, I don't even want to play. I need somewhere, marinas and boat
Well, he'll
carts
give
all
you
over
an
the place.
allowance. He'll feed you and probably give you TV and electric, and then he'll give you a little allowance so you can go to the movies on the weekend or something.
Man, I already played that game. I ain't going back to that shit.
I'm just fucking with you. I just made all that shit up. I'll be shit at me.
I find this quite fun. Don't stop. Uh,
Tiger
no,
says, sounds good. Bug out. Hit me up in my email.
true
What's up,
on
no
that,
quarter?
bug out.
And then he said,
Either
yeah,
that or
Carl,
you
it
have
would
to
have to
do it.
be the, yeah.
Either that or you'd have to, once you get to a certain freight weight, so a pallet load of shit maybe. Oh, look at this. I got a company here. I'm going to go mute for a sec. I'll be right back.
No, Roger that. And of course, says I'm playing the game, but no. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? But nowhere. Getting ahead. Oh, yeah. Oh, what do you say, Tiger? Marina's all over the place. That's what I tried to tell him down here, Bonnie. I said, man, you want to come down here and hang out for a little bit? Buddy, we got a Lake Livingston right out here. Hell, he's set right up there in one of them things. He'll stay busy. All right, Eric. Make it a good day, bud. Get you some rest. When you love what you do, that's what matters. I can hand so. Well, there went my cheap through. Well, that's pretty cool, Bug Out. So you got look, you just keep buzzing, man. That was a red wash. I ain't doing no red wash. So do you got a target date of moving? TMI. I don't need to know. TMI.
I'm back. Shop owner's older brother stopped in.
Uh huh.
You know, the upholstery shop, not this place. I ain't even heard from this dude, man.
Couple of weeks. Man, if I wish I had a truck. If I had a truck, I'd come help you.
I get into that one a lot, man. Having a big truck, you move a lot of people, man. I've moved a lot of people.
Hey, did your mom ever sell that chair, Bushido? Or do y'all still got that chair? I wonder what she'd want for it with y'all moving. You think she'd sell it? I kind of hate to sound that way, man. That sounds kind of like, oh well, hell, since you're in the middle of this, let me see. Can I? But
Let me profit on your misery. Right? Am I even still here?
never
Can you
sold
hear
it
me,
and
Rescue?
lost the code. For it. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all right, all right. I'm
So
using one
wait,
of these little secret agent earbud things, dude. I'm not used to it. I'm not
I
used to real. You
wonder
can.
if
You
you
don't
can
have to
reset
even
it.
be the earbud or the phone.
No, the chair Bushido's talking about. He said that she never sold it and she lost the code for it.
What are you talking about? A lift chair?
It's a chair like mine, only it's got tracks.
Oh, we
So
can
where mine
hotwire
has
that
just the
thing.
forward wheels and wheelchair wheels in the back, that one has tracks. So basically, you take that shit down to the creek and shit.
What
You know,
coyote just said?
put a 350 on it. I think I could probably override it. I mean, I would think because somewhere that if somewhere if nothing else, there's a chip that it's burned into, and you can probably clip into it and refirmware it, do a flash on it. Let's see. Lammy said rescue mods in chat. What a great time interaction with all you fine people. And for sure, I pop in again. Thanks, guys. I've hit that busy time of the evening. Right on, Limey. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by, brother. Take care across the pond. Keep your head on a swivel. Make it a good day. Try to help somebody smile. And you're always welcome.
So you following about that Maduro and now what the Mexican president said? She's like backing Maduro, saying that it's wrong for the U.S. to put a bounty on whatever. Why? That's kind of telling to me. She's
Oh, yeah.
allowed this stuff. You know,
See, what it is. Sometimes she is a real idiot about the kind of stuff. I was pushing her to send it out. She, all right. No worries, Bushido, man. No sweat. Healthcare in the U.S. sucks. Released on Wednesday after. Oh, yeah.
well, I
Put
hear
a
that train's
lobster, dude.
coming.
Well, that's why, I get it. The healthcare sucks, and it does. But what I do is I just try to avoid getting involved with the healthcare system. See, that's the catch. It's like people in their youth, man. If you got the chance to pay your shit off, that's what you do. Pay your house off, land off, debts off. That's the trigger to getting out of being out from under the thumb. Perhaps say we could just put
Well,
a
I don't know.
three-cylinder
I'll tell you
Perkins on
what.
it, though. Yeah.
I don't have no debt, Rescue, but it ain't easy to get ahead still. I mean, it's hard to be able to save money in this economy because of the cost of everything. I mean, I suppose if I wasn't working on this truck and buying shit for the truck all the time, parts and shit, it would be a little more feasible. But if I was like, there's just no way I could. hmm, It's rough, man. Shit, the cost of living is crazy. Everything has
Oh
gone
yeah.
up. Everything but weed.
Rescue said the focus in the next couple of weeks, once I get this job out of the way, will be the space where that chair is. So I can certainly repitch the idea and try to find the name. Man, if you feel up to it, Bushido, man, I just that's you know no pressure for me. I mean, if you think about it and you want to ask her about it again, because I can't even guarantee that I'd probably be able to come up with the money she asked for it, but I can see what I can do at the time, depending on what it is. But you ain't got to sweat it neither. So ain't no point in that. Don't no issues with mom. Rescue had that PA in the ER not screwed up and misdiagnosed me back in June. I'd be okay health wise. Oh, thought about pulling some of the metals out and just paying it off that way. But depending on what your finances balance up, but I definitely would. And that's the one thing I can say. I regret having the little bit of debt we do. I don't have a shitload. The house is definitely paid for, property's paid for, all that good shit. But got like the car, got a loan. I even went in debt while I was been talking to y'all because when I got that mower, I went in debt on the mower. But that's okay. It's not too bad. And I get it. You do decisions to make buying stuff and make do, and to me, it's. I mean, I can sit here and formulate what I might do in a scenario that somebody might be in, and kind of be like, well, this, and that. But that's my perspective. That's my thinking. That's my drive. So that would be my push. That doesn't mean it always applies to everybody, you know. And so that's why
Yeah.
I think if as long as you just got to weigh needs and wants, and what are you willing to get rid of
Hey,
and strip down to like then rebuild, and then when you rebuild, are you willing to just regardless you're going to eat that ramen noodle? I don't care if I've got 5 grand in this coffee can, I'm just going to eat ramen noodles. Can you, because that's where I think that the commitment, that's the challenge for people nowadays, because there's just so much shit out here, and it's just the custom of just so much swinging in a convenience store. You know, hell, man, when I was a kid, you only went to 7-Eleven because you wanted a flipping ass slushy. If you wanted lunch, you
well,
went home and got lunch.
right. I mean, you shouldn't have to deny yourself things like that for too long. You got to reward yourself every now and then,
Well, it depends
whether
on
it's
when you catch yourself in the game, though, Carl. That's that you kind of gotta. I mean, it's gonna sound ugly, so please, I hope nobody takes it that way, but you kind of got to own up that you put yourself in that position. Because to be honest, if you go to high school
well,
and you graduate and you go find a job, and if every single paycheck you got, you took 10% of that check and stuck it to the side, by the time you hit your 30s and 40s, you would have, it's like a million something. So there is some simple math that can be done to show that
uh,
it's that simple. But see, once again, the trigger to that is to then stay committed to every check 10%, regardless if you got a raise, regardless if you scored it 10% in the savings, 10% in the savings, regardless that, and the ones that can stay committed, they come out the other end. It's on paper. And I was actually shocked that they
well,
even teach that in college back whenever I went for my associate's degree. That's when I got turned on to that formula. I'm like, holy shit. So you mean college kids even know this, but yet we just go out here and make these dumbass decisions. And it's like, wow. But see, you look around You're always told
Whatever,
99 cents, a
whatever is
dollar 99, 14.99. Get this for 9.99. Here, sign up for this for 3.99. Get this for, and man, you nickel and dime yourself into where checks get rare.
back to where you started off on that. All right. I don't blame no one for nothing. That's the number one key to me remaining happy in life is knowing that I brought myself to whatever situation I'm in, that I don't blame it on my mom or, anything like that. I've always known that it was my own self that got myself into that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good
Pilgrimage
place to
got it.
be, Rescue. It's a good place to be. I noticed that people that blame everyone else, all they do is bitch about it. And they're like fucking miserable. I like to move on. You know, that shit's in the past. It's time to move forward away from that as far as I can get.
Well, and I just, I don't, people can criticize what I say, and that's cool, and I get it because people will be like, whatever, you don't know rescue, but I have. I mean, I literally there was a time in life, different times actually, and there's been some several ups and downs, and I've literally gone out and put metal slides inside meter boxes just so I could have electricity at night to finally take a hot shower and to cook a hot meal, or else I would just be doing cold showers and literally pouring water in a box of macaroni and cheese and letting the noodles get soft and then sprinkling that powder in there and pouring some more water and then shaking it all around and gnawing that down for just some flavor. I mean, I don't talk about that kind of stuff a lot because I don't do the poor me. Look at me, I had a bad. I just know, and I only say that now just to say that if you can get out of a situation if you're in one. It might not be the perfect
I'm
thing, and it
kind
might
of
take a while. It depends
comfortable
on
where
how
I'm
bad
at.
you're coming from, but it's possible. Hell, that's how the legal immigrants that come over here, and then they can build. But it's just what are you willing to give up to get to there?
Well, I think I moved up in the last year I was living in a field in a truck, and this year I got a gigantic piece of property with a pole barn. I might not have electric or water, but I can make that happen. I've got generators running here and solar, and we collect water and use
There you
solar
go.
showers, and we can heat water up and all that. It's a pretty primitive life, but my bills are low. I don't owe. I only have a few things I got to pay each month, and that don't cost a lot. So that enables me to put money into this truck and this mission and to survive and buy food because I don't get no assistance. I don't get nobody gives me nothing. All right, I don't get no checks from nobody. And I don't want no checks for nobody. All right. I don't want the fucking government in my fucking life at all. So I live like this on purpose. All right. You may you ain't gonna see me bitching and whining about it being cold or whatever, because I'd rather be here than paying for a fucking cardboard box I don't even like. I don't. I can get stuff done in this building. It's big. It's a good deal. All right.
Right
For now, it's a good deal. It's moving up in the world,
there, you go.
getting shit done.
And see, and that's it's just there's just so many people want instant gratification. So it's like they got that's why you listen to some of these people, and it's like, well, you got nothing, but you just automatically want what the other guy down the road has. But yet he worked at that shit for 15, 20, 30, 40, whatever years, and that's what gets me about the people that get pissed off at people that are rich. Oh, billionaires, millionaires, and it's like, well, so they put out and made their money. I mean, I've had close to almost $1 million worth of
Max,
cash at one time. That was just, but then it was in the wrong atmosphere and it didn't last and it was gone. So,
I
but to punish,
experienced that
say you're
last year,
successful in
man.
business, it is what it is, but they get all butthurt
Last
and be like,
year,
oh, they get that, they're the date everything. Well, they do. They earned it, I reckon.
yeah.
It's kind of like in laws.
Well,
In-laws that sit around
a
and
younger guy,
they
all
can
right.
go on vacation whenever they want. Their house is paid for. They got a new vehicles. Well, that doesn't make them bad. That just means he managed his money good.
Just last year, Rescue, I was working on the truck over here, and a young
Cooking
guy,
my
I
man
actually like
bacon
the guy. He's
beans.
come a long way. But he was like, complaining that he didn't have anything. All right. And he said something like, well, you got your truck. And it kind of set me back because it made me realize that there was some little bit of jealousy in him. And I stopped him right fucking there, Rescue. I told him, I said, look, it took me fucking years to get that truck. And it's taken me a fucking whole lot just to keep it and to fix it up. And I constantly fucking work on it. And you're fucking, a fraction of my age. If you fucking put your mind to it, you can have a truck. You can have whatever the fuck you want, man. But I realized it changed his tune, man. He looked at it like I was saying it. You know what I mean? It's like people get envious over people. I have no fucking envy for anyone else. I don't want to be nobody else. I'm fucking happy with who the fuck I am. There's no grass or greener over there shit for me. I have none of that in me, man, and I'm thankful for it. I'm whatever's going wrong, I'm still happy to be me,
Well, there's a whole generation right now that has had everything laid at their feet for them. So that's why there's no imagination, there's no inventiveness, there's no drive like for the country and success and stuff. That's why there's so much tension, anxiety, stress, victimization stuff, oh wow, ooh, poor me shit. It's so there's a whole layer. And I only say that from my perspective, as in even whenever I was in my 40s, you know, 20 years ago, 25, I don't remember hearing. I worked next to guys that like their wife was great, take care of their kids, family, their house, deer hunting, going fishing. And it wasn't, oh, they were just blind to the corrupt government doing everything. It was just that they were hard workers, got jobs done, got it. It was a different atmosphere. And now you look around and like up here, I can listen to the local fire department, that kind of rhetoric. I get on YouTube, different channels and that rhetoric. You go out here to the community places and you hear a certain rhetoric and talk, and you start to just realize that there's still a layer that gets it. How they held on, I don't know, because it looks like the majority is into this victimization, and there's somebody around the corner, there's somebody else to blame, there's something else, the reason why. And so there's always that. There's always that and that. And it's like that changes given whatever. It's never, it's what I said the other day. You don't ever hear anybody do any like lessons learned kind of thing. Like, man, I did that. And that was about the stupidest decision. So when I changed that, it did. No. It's like all the people that are going to walk you through this, they're all experts. How many gun experts are on YouTube? How many uh, hell, there's probably painting experts. There's the gaming expert. Everybody's an expert. They know it all. I've been on YouTube for 3 years. I know everything. It's crazy the way that the generalization, we have so lost touch with actual hands-on skill to just, well, I saw a video. I know how to do that. It's like, okay, sure. Yeah, I guess, you get an understanding, but that's that, just I don't know, man. It's just a weird world. I'm telling you, to some days I just sit here and I listen to something. There'll be something because this is usually sitting over there in the shade, so I just hear the speaker. It's just because I'm live that I'm here looking at it. And this thing auto plays random shit, whatever YouTube has in its little evil algorithm mind. And because I'll pick one thing and after that it just hops. Well, dude, you just hear some of the most batshit crazy stuff. It's this the tariffs. You hear some of the arguments against the tariffs, and it's like, holy shit, you just don't even get having a country, do you? Like, you don't understand the mechanics to this. The immigration shit. You listen to some of these whiny ass excuses with the illegal immigration and trying to do you just see what it is you didn't buy and own your home and feed your family, so you don't understand the budget. You don't understand what it means to maintain a household and then have 20 people show the fuck up out of nowhere and take over everything, and then now you're supposed to just absorb it. Because see, people that do understand working hard and providing for your family and having a budget and all that good shit, living that life, they get the fact that illegal immigration fucks up the system. It doesn't take a whole lot to put those dots together, but you just hear the words, the rhetoric, and just the way the thinking is. And it's just, the cop thing. this auditor shit. That cracks me up. It's like, so it doesn't matter if what you're doing looks totally retarded. Just that one dude, because he put on that uniform, he was now supposed to know every single law that was ever written, the history and everything, and he never makes a bad decision ever again. And it's kind of like, that's kind of chicken shit, because there ain't another fucking job in this country where you get cussed out at a damn store cashier lady, I mean, I'm sorry. So what because see, it's easy. Why? Because that's law enforcement. So most bad exchangements
That
are with law
reminds me,
enforcement.
Rescue.
What's up, best
You
life?
hear him talk?
How are you,
Did you
buddy?
hear him talk about fixing the census? Did you hear about that?
Well, yeah, we're going to clean it up, maybe redo the census, and then that way illegals aren't going to be on it. Not going to count your ass. You ain't going to participate. So there'll be seat changes. Makes a big difference.
That that could be good stuff, man. I think that's been a big problem.
Well, and getting the country back in track. And when I say back in track, just so I'm clear, I'm a Christian faith person. So as far as I'm concerned, this shit's all going to go to shit anyway, because I have a book that's under my faith belief that said that's all going to go to shit. So I know that's coming. So I just, hey man, as long as people are trying, I know we're never going to be perfect. I just don't want to be as crooked and perverted as it was. Although that's supposedly what's going to happen. What you got there, Carl? What is that?
Oh, it's just starting to rain. Storm's coming in. I thought I'd put it on video.
Oh, we see the netting.
Well, it just started to rain.
Oh,
Nothing to see yet. Maybe some light shows or something.
up here, 42 or so sea changes, right, Rabbit? Well, and it's I don't know. Ain't gonna fix it all, but man, if we can at least damn do something besides worse. Problem is, when you're young, you think you have forever to save for later in life. Later gets here faster than anyone thinks. Exactly, Tiger. See, and you know what? The bottom line, the more the older bunch that start to actually own up to that and pass that on, and then that middle bracket can pass that on to theirs. Like that's me. I tell my son, we talk about this all the time, and I tell him I want him to be sure and stay on little man, because that way, see, this is what I see, but then this is what I say. There's people that see a problem, and they'll sit down, they'll make them a damn barbecue sandwich, crack open a beer, and just go bump to gum 90 to nothing on that problem. And then there's people that go, that's a damn problem, and want to try to figure out a solution. And I just want to figure out a solution. And so, how I can't fix my economy. I'm screwed. So I'm not going to sit and whine about my position. But what I can do is talk to my son, who will then and also talk with little man, my grandson. So then, as he's coming on, he can start thinking this way. It's like, look, man, don't chase the next shiny thing. Don't go sign up for that. You don't really need that. I know everybody's talking how this is the latest, coolest thing, but you don't need that. You're fine with this one. It's cool. Let that go, because that's what happens, man. It's a retail market world, and so you're being sold everything from the coolest hat that now a hat's a freaking hat, dude. And I'm guilty. I don't know how many hats I got in there. Coffee cups, we buy things, and I get it. So, and we all got our reasons why we do what we do. But at some point, we have to acknowledge that all that participated in where we are. See, because to me, like right now, I've got a fucked up house. It's going to cost me 15 grand to get that leveled. If I wanted that leveled, that the last person we had out here is 15 grand. So, wow, that totally sucks, man. But that's okay, because I can walk in that house and I can take into those collection dolls that she collects, all these Hamilton collection type shits and all those. That's probably a good, hell, some of those might even be worth one of those in there, and alone might be a 15 grand doll for all I know. I don't know. I can take you in there and show you, a couple of $1,000 worth of coffee cups. I can show you a couple of thousands of dollars worth of hats. I could show you easy 15 grand of just waste in that house. Of course, this is all done over time, and I'm being very bold about that, but that's the reality of it. So at some point, you kind of got to process and kind of go, well, I might be in a bad spot, but the 47 Xbox games up there in the thing might have a wee part to play, but hey, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And and I get it. That's my 2 cents. Hell, I ain't judging nobody. Do you, boo?
You do you, boo. That's the
See
best
it?
way to be. Yeah, well, there's a saying, first thing you got to know is I'm not you. And a lot more will make sense after that.
That's it.
Or as Skinner put it, that Leonard Skinner said, let me tell you something. Let me tell you true. What's right for me might not be right for you. Now you live your way and I live mine. And I hope you're happy all the time.
That's it. And then I think it was Nazareth that said something about don't ask me what I think of you. You might not like the answer that I give.
Well, first, actually, that's oh well, and Fleetwood Mac did it first, and then the
Ah,
Rockets did it in the '80s and or late '70s, and brought it more. Don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give the answer that you want me to. Oh yeah,
boy
it
is not
depends
paying
on who.
attention. Boy is not
Different
paying
people
shit
know different.
or his family. Wait a minute. What are
Now,
you
when
talking
I
about,
talk to
Cherokee?
God, you're asking a heck of a question right there. Now, when I
Well, no,
talked to God, I knew He'd
he's saying
understand.
boy
I
is
said,
not
stick
paying
by me,
shit.
I'll be a guiding hand.
He's
And don't
saying boy
ask
is not
me.
paying shit or his family. So I don't understand what boy are we talking is not paying his shit and what family? Is it your son? Is who you're talking about, Cherokee, or is it me? Who you pointing at? Am I supposed to get butthurt right now? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? You talking to me? The current time is 4:20 Eastern. Fired up, right, Pilgrim?
Man,
No,
I've
it's
been
Eastern. It's
smoking this
it's
whole
4:20.
time.
No, Tiger. See, Pilgrim's on the point. See, Pilgrim knows what's up. See, Pilgrim says the current time is 4:20, and then he specified Eastern Standard Time. He didn't try to lay claim. He didn't say it. He just he that's why he said Eastern Standard. He let them have their
Well,
hour.
wait a minute. We have an expert in the chat. What's he say?
Pilgrim said, I said Eastern. While Dragon said happy 420.
Well, there it is.
Wait,
That's what
Cherokee
Matt.
says paying for webbing some nut Diane marrying. Hold on. God dang you, Cherokee. I swear to God, there
I
ought to
think
be a
that's
fucking
okay.
degree
I'll
for this shit.
translate. No, I'm good at translating. I think it's a
Paying
wedding.
for webbing some
Wedding. I
nut.
bet he meant wedding.
Paying for, okay, so let's go with paying for wedding some nut Diane marrying. But what the son? So what? Diane's marrying the nut son? Because you said son. And now you got Diane, unless we're having one of them gender thingies going down. Tiger says, my daughter is getting married and her fiance and his family aren't contributing anything to it. So is that what he's talking about, Tiger? Okay.
The
Okay.
one thing that kind of worries me a little bit is that when Cherokee's talking, I understand him completely. I even understand most of them in chat. It's the amount of people who don't understand what he's saying and why can I understand him? That worries me.
Right. See, look, Bill even got it. Tiger translated for Cherokee, and then Tiger goes, one of the only times I can. I used to think, hell, I used to make fun going, oh, no, I can decipher that. I can decipher that. And I do good. But then all of a sudden he decides to change. He changed the coding in his Enigma machine, and now I don't have the latest codes.
uh,
Easy now. Easy, killer. Don't choke on it. Puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass.
Enigma.
Now he's like, you got to wipe the tear out of course, because he catches his breath. The laugh caught him in between hay nails and he gets hung in that cycle. That's like a skipping record. He's still working on it. He'll be with us in a minute.
Who's the character in King of the Hill? The blonde guy that nobody understands.
I don't know. Is that Dale guy or something? Dale? Dale?
Yeah, yeah,
Dale the
it's Dale.
propane guy?
Yeah.
That's Dale propane guy, ain't it?
I don't know if he's the propane guy, but
Ding dang propane, all everywhere. Got barrels and propane and everything. Muddy, 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 muddy.
yeah,
Tiger says I can understand him if I hear him talking, just not as texting. Yeah, see, the
it
typing
is
though, isn't it?
more challenging. It is
And
way
then he
more
wants to throw
challenging.
little wrenches into thing like changing up the code to the Enigma machine, and then all of a sudden it's like, ah, damn, and just it was working. I just had it down. Who was it? There was somebody else that I used to poke fun at with the decoder ring.
Well, there's a few of them. I mean, Blackwatch has got a lot of Canadian in him. All right, so he tries
Yeah, it
to
wouldn't
be
be him for
funny,
me.
and nobody understands it. All right, that's the thing I noticed about him. It's funny up there, but down here, man, a lot of people are like, "What?" You know. But there's others.
Yeah,
There's a
no, it
few.
wouldn't be him for me because I don't I don't I haven't talked to Blackwatch in a long time. No, I can't remember who that was. They'd come in and then I'd even poke fun going, oh, I think it was, what is Ladysmith? Yeah, G Monana Ladysmith. That's it. Used to poke at fun at the decoder ring. Gonna have to get the Cracker Jack box out for another decoder ring. Getting pretty good at that. But then Cherokee got to come along and say, ha ha ha, watch this, and now change it all up. And it's like, holy shit, what the hell are you saying now?
He
Yes,
makes you
Boom
read
Power is
everything
dead
twice.
now. But he dead now,
It's
but
like
got new man.
that William Shatner tactic, where he said everything slow, so he got more screen time. So
Right.
everybody's got to read Cherokee's comments a couple times at least. So he gets more attention that way.
All four guys pass. Oh, so I guess the crew of that show, they all kicked the bucket. Bill said the new Dale voice on King of the Hill is just not the same. That's me. See, it's like everything else. Because man, if it's there's something to be said about the word original. Is it sprinkling? Is it really? Really?
I got a chopper coming in now.
Yes, Cherokee says you think Lady Smith is confusing. Here, hold my beer. Right, Tiger? And then it's like, oh, y'all think y'all understand it now? Watch this. And all of a sudden it's like, what the hell now? Although I did pick up on the fact that he was weed eating and he was almost done when the rain hit him. I think that's something about that at the beginning. Yeah, it's sprinkling just a tad. I hear it hitting the carport. Tink, 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 tink. I'm under my shade thing, so I shouldn't at least get drenched. Yeah, I'm gonna move it over there to the chicken thing where that tarp is on that hog panel stuff will be coming off, and then I'm gonna put this right there at the roof and come straight off with this. That's what I'm gonna use it for. I'm just gonna let the tomatoes out here in full sun and keep them watered. I'll water them every evening or every morning. Might end up doing both. Just have to kind of see what their water intake is at night. Like the shed, please. Yeah, I mean, it's I put it over on the scaffolding is what's holding it up right now. I rolled it over here. so I could take it off of that. And then I guess I don't know. I might just leave the landscape timbers on the ends because I was thinking about running some line down from them, and then that way I can kind of control the tops and kind of help lay them over. Or I'm probably going to wish that these things were lower to the ground, but oh well. We'll make do. I'll figure it out. If I got to build steps up to the damn thing, I don't give a shit. Or I'll
Is
knock
it
the hell. I'll just
projects
take the
in every
buckets out and set them
direction?
on the ground. Sir?
Is it projects in every direction you look?
Oh yeah, dude. I was so irresponsible and have dropped the ball so bad whenever I got down in that depression, and so for about the past 9 years, almost 10, I've been in quitter mode pretty much. Didn't give a shit. Didn't see anybody else that gave a shit. And then that's when then I started YouTube a few years back, and I kind of started to pick up, kind of come back, and I almost stepped back towards the depression side, but was like, oh hell no, that ain't me, man. That last 10 years wasn't me. So I don't know. That dude was an asshole. He was a quitter. So I just dropped the ball on so much. So yeah, my problem now is I know what needs to be done, but the physical side I gotta go just slow, whether I like it or not. And that's been my lesson to learn.
Pace
So
yourself, or
I just gotta slow
pace
my roll,
yourself,
man.
or
Well, it's not
no,
even
that's
the
pace
pacing
your.
myself because I really do have limited. Like I have just a little small reserve tank to run off of in the mornings. I get up and I kind of go through a routine of different kind of stretching to kind of get what I can loose without burning up too much. But then if I start to move around, that's literally like a jet fuel tank thing. It like starts burning it up fast. So and then it's when it's gone, regardless if there's still two boards laying there, well, them two boards just going to stay till tomorrow. And man, that sounds easy, but that has been the biggest pill for me to swallow because then I just keep going. And then the next thing I know, it's so bad and inflamed that my legs are now numb. And I stopped using the
I gotta
tens
get
units
en-
so much
I gotta
because
get
I was,
enough done in a day so I can sit down and not feel guilty about it.
oh, yeah, see, I had to totally stop thinking like that because I have to run off of my body. So my brain's still going. And I still know that it's like, well, what? It's just that's some like that limbs. I mean, in all honesty, without this problem, that all gets done in a matter of a couple of hours, maybe 4 hours. Then it's all cleaned up, cut up, stacked up, and that's all done. But see, I can't move like that. So that's not a reality by any means.
Oh,
So
that's
it's do a
nice.
little bit.
Temperature just dropped at least 5 degrees, just like that.
Oh,
Boom.
yep, the rain came.
Oh, that's nice. Yep. Hey, Rescue, thanks for having me up here. As always, it's a blast. I'm gonna go get some things done. I'm gonna. The reason I was sitting here doing nothing was because it was like 100 degrees. So things are changing.
Roger that, sir.
I'll see y'all somewhere soon.
Well, I appreciate you coming up, Carl. I do appreciate you coming up, hanging out. It's pretty cool of you. And by the way, I hadn't seen Miss Pam, but I'm assuming she's there chilling. Tell her I said hi,
She
or
was
did I
here a
miss her in
minute
chat?
ago. No, she was. I thought she was in the chat, but
Oh, I might have missed
she's
her.
in the truck. She likes
Oh,
the being in the back of that truck. She's over in the back of the truck.
well, there you go. Hell
All
yeah.
right, I'll see y'all somewhere.
All right, brother.
All
Appreciate
right,
you, Carl.
peace,
Make it a good
man.
day, buddy.
Later.
Peace.
Later.
What's up, Vaughn? Eric? What's up, sir? Hope you and the fam are doing okay. Pharmacy finally got my antibiotic eardrops in for my ear infection. Should be here soon. Oh, there you go. Hey, Took. Oh, man. Let me see. Put that right there. It's been hard to get my project done lately. What, staying focused, Bill, or just parts or whatever? Hoorah, man. What have I been doing here? Holy schmoly, 2 hours. This is like some kind of good God government break or something. Thank you, Kiss Off. I stay up too late at night. Well, isn't that when you work on your knives? Tuck. Just finished a leg workout. I'll be falling asleep in about 3, 2, 1. LOL. Hey, at least he stayed awake long enough to go LOL, right? All right, Tuck. Get you some rest. Says washing. Cherokee says washing clothes. Be back. Scrub them good, man. Scrub them good. I think that was just wind. Kind of sounded like it might have been rain, but then it kind of smoothed out. And I'm like, okay, that's wind. And then again, not yet. Had coffee, eating supper now. Ah, okay. Yeah, I can do that at night, but feel guilty doing that with all the stuff that needs done. Well, what if you just allocate so much time so that then you just and then hold yourself to kind of a general time frame? Tuck says I stayed up too late on the Xbox last night. Bad idea. Man, I can't wait for Battlefield 6 to come out. Multiplayer is cool, but it's pretty fast paced and intense. I can't wait for the single player. Kind of take time, enjoy the game, graphics, and all the good shit. You still got your chickens? Yes, Tiger. We have 7 hens and a roo. There you go, Bill. That's what I got. 7 hens and a roo. A roo, roo, roo. Or, yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah. God dang. Some little dog just won't shut up. Oh, what are we at? 337. Kizoff says, I can't wait for Mayhem to see that car. Yeah, I don't know where he's been. Mr. Battlefield Productions. I'd have thought he at least jumped in or something, said hi or something, but he might just have a hell of a schedule or something. Man. I have 8 hens right now. Going to get a few more in about a month. Yeah. Oh man, it's a Monday. Magnificent Monday. All right. All right, guys. Hey, you know what? When you get out and about, just pay attention to your surroundings. But maybe take an opportunity and smile at somebody and help them smile. And just remember, you put your mind to something, focus on it, slow your roll, and you can do anything you put your mind to. I believe that. Make your day a good day, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Do something. You know what I'm saying? I will say though, pay attention to what's kind of going because things will start probably get kind of a little crazy in the populated areas. So I appreciate y'all. Tomatoes on the go. Peace, everybody.
I ain't here tomorrow. If the good Lord says it's my time to go, I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road, that's because I'm right there by your side. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Don't let life turn you bitter. Don't be ashamed to bow your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to your granddad. Yeah, you're gonna get your heart broke, but a couple of tears don't make you weep. You're gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. The shotgun in the family, raise your babies by the book, and keep my picture in your wallet. Keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't ever wish I loved you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Hey, thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Just remember, try to be the change that you expect to see in other people. Be the example. Be part of the solution, not the problem. Peace, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Make it a good day.